reform. Male candidate, Mr. Howard Cox.
Hello everyone, can you hear me? I'll introduce myself because not many people will know of me, but I stood against that little guy called Sadiq Khan. Always gets a warm welcome. Yeah, I stood against him for Reform UK. I was asked to actually stand as London mayoral candidate for Reform because for 15 years I've stopped £200 billion of tax rises on the motorist. Who drives here? Everyone drive? Who drives a diesel? Who drives a petrol? Okay, you know what's coming now. Who drives an electric vehicle? Okay, it's very sad, you know. I stood as London Mayor and we would have got a lot more people in the Assembly if Nigel had declared, Nigel Farage declared his leadership at that point, but he didn't. He waited until the election, and I stood down in Dover as a potential MP down there, and I came second. I knocked the Tories into third, which is good. After just 3.5 weeks of campaigning, the Labour candidate had 2 years. But anyway, enough of that. I left Reform on a matter of principle, and the matter of principle is very simple. I believe in Reform UK's policies, low taxation, you know, to defend our borders, and all of those things we all agree with. But when I got, just before, about 4 or 5 days before I left, I got a text from a senior Reform headquarters person, very senior, said, if you continue to talk about Tommy Robinson, you will be expelled. Wow. Yeah, just dwell on that for a moment. This is supposed to be a party of free speech. And I have said, I'm not having it. So I left.
Well done, Howard.
And that's the important thing at the moment in time. I don't believe Reform, and this is an invite to Nigel Farage, Richard Tice. Please, could you sit down and talk with Tommy Robinson and get rid of your bloody differences? I hope you agree with that. And that's what I'm going to keep calling for. I'm sorry, I stand on the matter of principle. I don't care a damn about politicians and their egos. All I care is about free speech. And Tommy must be freed and released from solitary now. And as usual, the mainstream media attack me on this sort of thing because I'm a far-right thug. Do I look like a far-right thug? But the important thing is, what really turned it for me with Richard Tice in interviews called that lot. And I'm proud to be that lot. And also, I mean, also been called a nut job by certain people. I thought there's a lot of Reform friends I built. There's a lot of good people there in Reform, and I still think Reform is the best option. We've got to get rid of Starmer. And we've got to get a Tory party that is basically like Margaret Thatcher was running all those years ago. If we got that in a situation like that, that's why the right should get together, sit round a table, get rid of all the differences and destroy Starmer. And stop picking on people like Tommy Robinson, because that man, to me, is a political hero. And the other thing also, we've got this two-tier policing, this two-tier justice. There's loads of people with the hurty words. They should be released as well. They should be, all of their criminal charges should be dropped. They should get an apology. And also, one of the groups I'm supporting big time are the Tooting 4. Have you heard of the Tooting 4? Well, these are the Tooting 4. All they did, after the 50th anti-ULEZ protest, they were in Tooting. But Sadiq Khan said they were causing harassment outside his house, which was 500 metres away, and he wasn't even there. But these people have been found guilty for harassment after a 50th anti-ULEZ protest. And the Tooting 4, I think some of them are here today, I really would say, can you get behind them? So from my point of view, I'd like to thank, it's a huge honour to be here, and I'm right behind Tommy, and I'm not going away from politics completely, but I'm still fighting for the motorists. Thank you.